Welcome to this training, which it will be a short training on how to search for empty locators. This is one of the tasks the DC managers have to perform as a preparation for the physical inventory. So here, I'm going to change responsibility to the one that you guys use, which is, I believe, Falcon Inventory Shipment Manager. Okay, so once you're in this responsibility or in any other responsibility you may have, you want to search for the menu that is called stock locators. So once you find this, it may be in a different layout or different sub-menu depending on the responsibility you have. But in this case is here. So will you just select it, choose your warehouse. In here, you will just leave all these fields empty unless you are looking for a specific locator. But for the purpose of this exercise is for you to find out all of your empty locators. So you want to search all of your locators. So you leave all this empty again and just click find. And the query just brings all of your locators for all sub-inventories. You want to do an extract of this form, so all you do is leave the cursor where it is and just click one by one all of these tabs because you want to bring all of the data to your extract. So leave the cursor where it is, just one by one click the capacity, dimensions, and coordinates, and go back to parameters. So when you're doing that, you're selecting all of the data. Now you go to File and Export. Click Continue to End. And it may take a little bit of time depending on how many locators or how much data you have in this table. You just wait for it. Okay, so it's done with the extract. You just open it. And this report brings you all of the data. So you just expand it so everything fits. Just and from here you can just use Excel to filter by this column, which is the current stock on hand. So you want to apply a filter here and select everything the stock on hand is. The current is either 0 and blanks, and you probably only care for OSK because the other subs are virtual locators, so you don't have actual markings on the floor for HLD, out, receiving, or staging. Or if you do, you just leave it on depending on the layout of your warehouse. But as a normal practice, the locators that are striped in the warehouse are only for OSK. So for this exercise, we just filter out every other sub-inventory and leave just out open. And here is giving you all these locators. So all of these locators remaining here, the system thinks they are empty. So part of the exercise you guys have to do on the physical inventory preparation to avoid as many dynamic tags as possible is to make sure that all these locators are empty. So for example, the system thinks the K13 is empty. So you will send out somebody to look for to make sure the K13 is in fact empty. The rest of the fields here, let me go over some explanation of what these are. The picking order, it is only used in Oracle for printing the count sheets is not meant for or used for picking orders or sequence. So don't get confused with that. And again, I'm just going over this explanation so that you guys know what these fields are in case that you need to use them at some point. Right, the other values here are this means square feet, and the maximum square feet, cubic feet in your locator. It is the multiplier of the number of racks that fit in that locator times 125, because we have assigned every one of the racks a capacity of 125 cubic feet. You will multiply that times how many racks fit in that locator, and this gives you the maximum cubic feet in that locator. And then we also assign a cubic feet. The cubic feet value or volume of every tire, and we use those two to calculate how many tires you can fit in that locator. So that's what this means. So again, the locators maximum capacity as cubic feet is the number of racks times 125. All right, what else can I tell you here? I don't think it's pretty much everything else is self-explanatory. So again, you call for this extract and you filter the current, and these are your list of empty locators. So this is what the form looks like. Here's the tab in the capacity. It tells you the units, how many are currently at each locator. And what we did in the Excel file is we just filter those where the current units is 0 or is blanked. And here's all the other data that we just showed you. Okay, so like I said, this was a short training. Hope that you guys find it useful. Thank you for your time.